My target speaker, Toastmaster Pulkit, is attempting level 5 project 1 from the pathway engaging humor. His speech purpose is to deliver your speech with humor, and the purpose of his project is for the member to practice developing and presenting a longer humorous speech. Timer, please note the timing of his speech is 18 to 22 minutes. So 18 minutes green, 20 minutes yellow, and 22 minutes will be red. The title of his speech is random. So I would wish Toastmaster Pulkit all the best for his speech. Back to you, Toastmaster Meenu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Renuka. And yes, Toastmaster Pulkit. Toastmaster Pulkit, random, Toastmaster Pulkit. And before you start, please, timer, note down that speech timing is 18 to 22 minutes. Please customize that timing because it's for a long time and we can get confused. Okay. Over to you, Pulkit, Toastmaster Pulkit, and all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Meenu. You must be thinking what I'm doing. 5 days back, when I got to know that I have to speak for 18 to 22 minutes, I was in deep shock. Dude, who speaks for on an average for 20 minutes? From last 5 days, I am sitting silently just to conserve my energy. My jaws are not working because I haven't spoken for the last 5 days. And that's why I'm exercising them so that I can prepare myself to speak for at least 20 minutes. I've never spoken so much in my Viva exams as well. 20 minutes. You know, I'm a man of few words. I'm a man of few words, not because that I don't like to speak. I'm a man of few words because people don't like to listen to me, actually. Look, if I'm frankly speaking. The reason, whenever I went on the stage to get an award, they always said, Pulkit Sharma now will speak few words. Whenever I won a college election, my principal called me and told me that Pulkit Sharma will speak few words. Even when I joined Toastmasters, my evaluator said that you have to speak only for 5 to 7 minutes. Why? I have to speak more, give me some time. But nobody allowed me to speak for a longer time. And that's the reason I became a man of few words. And now when I saw, my God, 18 to 22 minutes, God, you cannot do that to me, do this to me. And even I didn't know that what to speak on a single topic for so long. That's why I thought to speak on random things, and even my title went like random. So, as I said, I'm a man of few words. Once, even in a college, teacher asked me in a practical about a true or false. The answer I gave is true. And now he asked, why true? I was so engrossed in myself, being a man of few words, I said, just because I feel so. And in my mind, I said, mind your business. It's true, it's true. You don't have to ask me the explanation. Now, when I'm talking about my college friends or my college, I remember I had a bunch of super intelligent 5 friends. It's always said that you always become the kind of company you keep, right? So I chose some of like Kohinoor diamonds from my college class who became my best friends. They were very intelligent, so intelligent that they all failed in 12th standard. All, not even one passed, apart from me. And I passed on boundary with some grace marks. Now, amongst those friends, there was a one short-heighted friend who was the Jon Snow of our group. Jon Snow, you know, who knows nothing. Jon Snow, you know nothing. So he was the Jon Snow of our group. When there were practical exams going on in 12th standard, he was just sitting silently. Everyone was busy with practical, He didn't have anything to do. Teacher observed him for longer duration of time. Then he went up to him and asked, "What are you doing?" He said, "Nothing." Teacher asked, "Why are you not doing nothing? At least tell me what kind of apparatus you are using for the practical." He was like, because he was Jon Snow, he knew nothing. Teacher again asked, "At least tell me what is the name of this practical." He was again like, teacher again asked, "At least you know that for what subject you have come here for." But he was like, "Pushpa, bolega nahi." He didn't speak anything, not even a single word. Teacher was pissed off. He, in the end, asked, "At least tell me what is your height. Do you know your height?" And he spoke for the first time. He said 5. Now teacher was, "Okay, 5. What is the unit of measurement? Millimeter, centimeter, feet." And the Jon Snow of our group opened his mouth, and the answer he gave still echo in my ears because he said 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter was his height. There was pin drop silence in the class. Everyone was looking at me because I was the admin of that group. That what kind of people I have in my group. That day I realized a friend can screw you up even indirectly without doing anything wrong to you. And look at his confidence. When he came out, he said, "Look, I made a fool of our teacher." I said, "I know who was the fool. So don't teach me at least 5 centimeter. Now, this was regarding my friends. But in our lives, we get a lot of jewels in the form of people. Not only friends, but a lot of people in our life. I used to give tuition classes to children. And children were from 2nd standard to 7th standard. Once to one of the children, I asked, "Do you know what is broom?" And she was silent for 5 seconds. And then she said, "Yes, bhaiya, when we sit on a vehicle and we do like that, broom, broom, broom." And I was like awestruck by the creativity of that child. Wow. I never thought about that broom, broom, broom. Again, in the same tuition class, I was sitting and teaching that girl. Suddenly my phone rang. The name of a girl displayed on the screen. I picked up the call. I spoke to her, and then girl who was just in 3rd standard, sitting right in front of me, smiling at me, looking, talking to me to that girl. I spoke for about 5-10 minutes, then I hung up, and then she suddenly said, "Bhaiya, bhabhi." The child in 3rd standard, I felt so embarrassed in front of my tuition students. Like this earth should crack and I must go inside like goddess Sita. I failed my Agni Pariksha. These kids nowadays, I tell you, so fanatically inspired by movies. Movies are said to be the mirror of our society, right? But sometimes, what do? We see mirror from the populist angle, from where everybody is looking at. Like people say, this movie is nice. Whenever we say we look at the ratings of the movie, we feel that, whoa, this movie is nice because the rating is in IMDb, the rating is beyond 8. Sometimes we make perception. This is not nice because the rating is not good. In the same way, we make the perception that in a movie, protagonists are nice, villains are bad. But that's a populist perception. Now, let me ask, how many of you have watched Sholay? I cannot see your hands, you can speak. How many of you have watched Sholay?
Yes, we have seen. I think almost all.
Yeah.
Almost all. So who was the protagonist? Who were the heroes in that movie?
Jay and Viru.
Amit.
Jay and Viru. And who was the villain?
Gabbar.
Gabbar. And who was nice, whether the heroes or villain?
Of course, hero.
Hero was nice. Now let me tell you something. When 3 people go to fetch grains from the villagers and they could not do that, they come back What does Gabbar ask? Kitne aadmi the? Right? And in the end, when Hema Malini was dancing, what Viru said? Basanti, kutton ke samne mat nachna. Can you see the difference? Gabbar is addressing those people as Admi, and Veer is addressing those people as Kutte. No manners at all in the protagonist of the movie. They should have some kind of manners. If the villain is addressing you as Admi, you are addressing them as Kutte. No, this is not acceptable. Now, let me give you a second example. Veeru is so selfish. She's trying to flirt with Hema Malini, singing songs, dancing. Now, when he got Hema Malini, he even sidelined his friend Jay whenever he was with Basanti. Selfishness, right? But now, look at Gabbar. What he did in the end? He asked Basanti to dance in front of his entire team. Can you see the leadership quality of Gabbar? He's not selfish. He cared about his team, that everybody should be entertained. Team comes first. He also could have taken Hema Malini somewhere in the isolated place and asked her to dance, but no. He didn't leave his team. Third, leadership quality. Those three people who could not bring grains from the villagers for Gabbar, they were fired on the spot. They were killed. Non-performance not allowed. Not at all. No liabilities in the team. Lot of things to learn from villain, from Gabbar. But no. We are going through populist perception. Jay and Veeru are everything. Now, how many of you have watched Mr. India?
I have.
You have watched.
I have to. Yeah.
Again, who was the hero?
Anil Kapoor.
Anil
Anil Kapoor. Who was the villain?
Mr. India.
Amrish
Mugambo, yeah.
Puri.
Mugambo. Now, Anil Kapoor always cried. Till the time he didn't get that watch, which makes him disappear, he was always crying, I don't have money, I don't have anything. Whereas look at villain, Mugambo. What was his punchline? Mugambo, Khushua, villain. But lot to learn from is about him, about life. Always happy. You say anything. Mugambo, your girlfriend in love with somebody else. He'll say, Mugambo, Khushua. You say, your son is dead, or you've lost all your wealth. He'll always say, Mugambo, Khushua. Even when he was on the deathbed, he said, Mugambo, Khushua. So much of positivity, Ola. What was Anil Kapoor doing till the time he didn't get that watch? He was spreading negativity. He was just crying in the half of the movie. Can you see? Just change the perception. A lot of things to learn from villains as well. Right? Now, I would just like to ask people if they can unmute and say what is their favorite movie character and what they have learned from that movie character. Anyone?
Okay, so I would like to go.
Yeah. Who's this?
Biswarupa.
Okay, Toastmaster Vishwarupa.
Okay, so I have learned from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai that you should always keep faith on your fate, that, you know, even if you have a wife, but still girlfriend will come sometime if in case any unfate will happen. So.
Oh, what a great learning. Even when wife is there, girlfriend will come from somewhere.
Yeah.
It gave me so much of positivity.
Yeah.
I'll tell this to my wife that please remember, even though you're my wife, but my girlfriend can come from anywhere in my life. So it doesn't give him a jerk later. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I would like to say about the Kuch Kuch Hota Hai movie, same thing, that Toastmaster Vishwarupa, what she said, I will talk in other words, like if you have a burning desire for something, if you want something in your life, you will get it. as hero's wife died, and after so many years, then she got her lover back. He got his lover back. So that's how it is. If you are destined, if you believe in something, you will get it. That's how I will talk about it.
Okay, who was this?
Minu.
Okay, Toastmaster Minu. I would like to counter you on this. Shah Rukh Khan never desired Kajol as his wife. He was always in love with Rani Mukherjee. Whereas Salman Khan desired Kajol as his wife, but Salman Khan didn't get her.
But Kajol wanted him.
The Kajol also didn't want him.
Kajol wanted him, Shah Rukh Khan, badly.
Kajol was in different zone. She was teaching, in the beginning. Then she was teaching children. But whereas poor Salman Khan, again, Shah Rukh Khan married twice. Salman Khan not even once. What a grave injustice to Salman Khan.
Not in real life also.
And since then, in real life also he is unmarried. Injustice to that poor person. Injustice, I would say. Anybody else? I just want one or more movie characters that you relate with. Okay, I'll pick it up. I'll take your names. It's like class now.
Yeah, this is Toastmaster.
I'm the teacher, you're the student. Yeah, who's there?
Toastmaster Sridhar. So Amir Khan's role in 3 Idiots, right? Always challenging the status quo.
Yeah.
Wherein he always challenges why the first rank students should sit in the front seat, why not the last rank student. So it's not just an example wherein he always questioned the status quo.
So what you learned from that? Did you apply that in your life? Did you challenge the status quo?
Absolutely. Otherwise, you will be in your see. If you don't challenge your status quo, you will be in your comfort zone. So you always have to move out of your comfort zone. That will happen only when you challenge the status quo.
So any example that how did you move out of your comfort zone?
Yeah, that is for my maybe next week's speech.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm entering that personal zone. I'm trying to enter that personal zone. Toastmaster Sridhar, I should not. No. I'm sorry for that. Good that you told me that it's about your next speech. I'll be definitely here to listen to that. That what did you change?
Yeah.
Okay, about these speeches, one thing I feel that evaluators are like they're like poor people. Evaluators of these speeches. That CRC approach, that infamous CRC approach. Sometimes you don't even know that this person has made a lot of blunder. His speech was like crap. Still, you have to give some commendations. I feel so bad for evaluators. I was attending the meeting of one of the clubs where that person's timing of the speech was 5 to 7 minutes. He spoke only for 2 minutes 15 seconds, and the evaluator was like, "What a short and sweet speech! It created a lot of impact among these speakers. Kudos to you. Job well done over there." And I was like, "Man, leave it." But then the evaluator was so frustrated that the 2 minute 30 seconds left by speech was also taken by the evaluators in recommendation. That evaluator spoke for more than 5 minutes. Although he disqualified, but he didn't stop without giving a lot of recommendations to that speaker. He was so frustrated. But what it is, just 2 minutes 15 seconds? Very bad for evaluators, CRC approach. I think this should be changed someday. If I don't feel like giving commendation, I will not give. I'm telling this to my evaluator as well for today. If you don't feel like giving commendation, please don't give. But please don't get frustrated. What that guy spoke and now I have to give commendation unnecessarily. I'm okay with that. Okay. So this was my last speech for level 5. About random things in my life. Thanks to you for your support, and yeah, waiting for my CRC approach now. Thank you.